signs and yelling a chant in protest.
No VX and T-X! No VX and T-X!
The chant is no VX in TX. This environmental group is continuing its protest of a local company's contract with the military to incinerate nerve gas residue trucked in from a facility in another state. Both the government and the company, Veolia Environmental Services, maintain the waste does not pose a threat to the community, but environmentalist Hilton Kelly says the residue is much more dangerous than officials will admit, and he wants the public to join his fight to stop the shipments.
Stop those trucks! It's time for everybody to come out and support this effort to stop those trucks from coming here. This is going to be a 3-year project where they're going to be burning this stuff, and we should not stand by and allow it to happen. Your health depends on stopping these trucks, and you should get up and come out and fight for your rights to breathe clean air and live in a safe, clean environment.
His group plans another protest outside the Veolia plant on Highway 73 near Taylor's Bayou Bridge Saturday at 6 p.m. He wants people interested in joining the demonstration to contact him at 498-1088.
A bill that...
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Burns. Protesters continue to picket the Veolia Environmental Services plant on Highway 73 in Port Arthur. Residents recently learned Veolia is disposing VX nerve agent wastewater. VX is a chemical weapon of mass destruction built during the Cold War. Some residents say it's a threat to the community's health, but company officials say the chemical has been broken down and does not prove any danger. These protesters are not convinced.
Protest going on here in front of the Veolia incinerator. We're representing the Community Empowerment Development Association along with community members within Port Arthur. We don't want this VX nerve gas being shipped into our town. We did not receive any fair representation. We didn't receive any public notice before the trucks even started coming here. We feel that our civil rights have been violated, and we need our voices to be heard.
In other news, a shooting late this morning leaves a Port Arthur man hospitalized. Investigators were called to the...
Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Jim Walker.
And I'm Narissa Knight. Up first at 10, the controversial shipment of nerve gas wastewater to a Port Arthur plant is on hold for now, thanks to a federal court decision to halt the embattled shipments.
Today's word comes months after protest over Veolia's Environmental Services handling of wastewater left over from the destruction of VX nerve gas, part of the Army's Cold War stockpile. KBTV4's Alexis Patterson live in the newsroom with more tonight. Alexis?
No real court decision yet, but court action by opponents of the project prompted the Army to suspend shipments temporarily. Now, the opponents are claiming a partial victory. Veolia says it's just part of the Army's normal process.
We will be happy if we could just stop the trucks at this point.
Port Arthur activist Hilton Kelly and other opponents are now waiting for a court date.
This is what we've been after all along, to try to get more information about this substance.
Veolia has received more than 100 shipments of the substance from an Indiana stockpile since mid-April.
We still believe it's a very safe process.
Mitch Osborne is the general manager at the Veolia facility, which has a $50 million contract to incinerate the byproduct from the destruction of the nerve agent.
We're assuming there'll be a quick resolution with the court.
The players hope to know Tuesday when they will have their first hearing in federal court. Kelly, the Sierra Club, and others initially threatened to file for a restraining order.
The Army's standard procedure, if someone requests a temporary restraining order, that they voluntarily suspend all activities until a court has a chance to review and rule on that.
Veolia hopes the hearing will result in resumed shipments. Opponents hope a judge will make the halt more than temporary.
If that happens, then that'll be a great day for the citizens of Port Arthur.
Veolia says the date of the hearing could be days or weeks away. In the meantime, the company will continue to incinerate the shipments that were received today and those already en route to Port Arthur. Live in the newsroom, Alexis Patterson, KBTV4.